What's up, boys? It's the Blue Line Hockey Club here. Rob Peters, Uncle Lardy here. We're just listening to Gary Bettman talking about what you see on the screen right there, Seattle Kraken. It's a great 32nd team in the NHL. So Gary Bettman's talking right now.
Welcome to the NHL. But there's one more thing we need to do to get the team up and running.
Pretty excited about this draft.
Definitely excited about the draft.
Uniform. These players will forever be known as the original.
Pretty cool jerseys. I like them. I'm a fan.
Your Seattle Kraken.
You got a pretty nice setup here, stage, everything. It looks cool. It's on ESPN too. If anybody's looking to watch this.
From another new NHL team member, those at ESPN.
Like the Kraken already came out and said that they're not picking Carey Price. That was kind of some of the anticipation I was looking for. So pretty exciting here. I don't know if everyone's watching it out there, but I think who do we got picking first, Rob? I think we got Colorado. That's who's picking first. And we got Chicago, Columbus. You see it there on the screen. So we'll see what happens there in the number 6 pick. And like I said, everyone said that the social media said that Carey Price is not getting picked. So we'll see.
Yeah, Pat, let's just leave this up here for a little bit so that we can get a good sense. I want to be able to go through 1 through 30 and kind of bring that in a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So the expansion draft requirements, they must select one player from each of the 30 NHL teams, all except Vegas. Vegas was an expansion draft a few years ago. They must select at least 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders. Other 4 players can be any position. So Archie O'Donnell they got on there. It's a big one.
That's a big deal.
Norris Trophy winner. Stupid not to take him. Landeskog Avalanche is going first for sure.
They've got their choice of a lot of really good players that were left, exposed.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting to see if they can compete in year one like Vegas.
Like Vegas did, yeah. Would they go to the finals, right? Yeah.
Is that Gary Payton in the first round? I can't see. It is Gary Payton, yeah.
It is, yeah, Gary Payton. Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, so the first year for Vegas was 2017, 2018. They lost in the Stanley Cup Finals. It's pretty huge. First year. And then the next year they lost in the first round. And then 2019, 2020, they lost in the conference finals. And then lost in the semis. Can't hear you, Kevin.
Sean Kemp, the great Gary Payton, among other legends that are here, but also the outstanding fans. And I want to echo the fact that these fans have been amazing so far. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. I had the opportunity to see some.
Pete, turn your TV down a tidbit.
Sights and sounds, and we had the chance to announce some picks from there. So we look forward to the enthusiasm from two great fans
Landeskog going first. Is that a shoe-in? Can I go get another beer?
I mean, that's got to be the biggest name out there right now, right, on that list.
Well, I mean, for Avalanche going first there, I would say so. But
Well, that's what I'm saying. Starting with the first pick. Yeah, we'll take Landeskog off your hands.
here's Ron Francis who's coming to the
Ronnie, former Carolina Hurricanes GM.
Ronnie.
Gary, Ronnie.
The microphones are all fucked up. ESPN's already fucking up. They get to do this. They're gonna do the NHL this year instead of NBCSN. Their first thing, they're getting the microphones all fucked up. Turf South Sports is pissed. Where's Korea? Korea is probably freaking flipping out right now.
Screaming already.
This is on ESPN2 for everyone that's out there. ESPN2.
Kevin Porter, I believe so. Sportsnet and Sportsnet 1.
What, is that in Canada?
In Canada, yeah. And T-Voss, I don't really know what T-Voss was, but I remember seeing T-Voss.
Oh, the Boston Bruins? So this order's all fucked.
That's not the right order then. Oh, it's going by city, Boston.
Jeremy Lauzon. Boston went first.
Okay. Valdor, Quebec.
Three seasons, 24.
Buffalo's up next. Let's see who they get rid of. Or lose, I should say.
Going to second pick here. The Sabres, Buffalo, cold. Whatever they do, they can't do anything. Sorry, Buffalo fans, but fucking A. It's brutal there. Can't win a goddamn playoff game.
Yes, they do.
Rob, you're a Buffalo fan. What else can they do?
The Sabres, Buffalo needs to hire someone like me, someone loyal to the area, loves the sports.
Love the weather.
Love the weather.
If you are fair-skinned and don't like the sun, move to Buffalo. You will not get it. You might get a tan there a couple days in the summer.
If you enjoy hiding from the snow, the sun.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. Will Borgen.
Will Borgen. Good pick. Will Borgen is friggin' ecstatic. He's getting the fuck out of Buffalo.
Free pass.
Yeehaw! Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. He's a good player, too.
Moorhead, Minnesota.
Not that it's beautiful in Seattle, but it's not 20 below zero. Denver, Dennis
Dennis Cholowski. Interesting. I don't know much about this kid.
Ooh.
Nice night. Langley, BC.
Remember, they got to stay under the salary cap, and they get a number 2 pick behind Buffalo this year in the draft, which is a few days away. So, yeah, like we said, we just had an expansion draft with Vegas in 2017, 2018, went to the Stanley Cup Finals. So, it's good for hockey.
Seattle represented.
The Angry Beaver. Hey, there's John Barr. There's John Barr in the back of the guy in the Toronto shirt. To the right, the bald guy jumping up and down.
Was it?
John Barr, yeah. John Barr. We had John Barr. He's a good friend from Seattle. He's one of the guys that was like organizing this freelancer, grassroots guy who, tried to get a team in Seattle, and he's been doing it for a few years now and spent a lot of his own money. So when this happened and they announced that they were getting a team there, actually, this picture right here, that little conference or meeting or whatever, John was actually there and got to meet all those guys. And he's just a big hockey guy, never played. But anyways, I pumped his tires and he was just in that Angry Beaver bar, and give a shout out to John Barr for what he did to bring a hockey team to Seattle. Good guy too.
Yep. He's on a couple episodes, so check him out.
John Barr. So the Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA title last night. Giannis got a championship. I tell you what, that Giannis, the Greek freak, is just unbelievable. Like the drive he has. He's been the MVP a few times in the NBA, but he hates being called the MVP because he said, "I'm not an MVP until I win," and he finally won. So now he's actually saying that the day after he won, the next day after he won, is he was thinking about how he can do it again next year and the pieces that need to come together to do it again. He just fucking won it.
Yep. Well, good for him. I don't know. It's been a long time. I think the last time I
watch a little b-ball.
Watched the basketball game was a while ago at your place, actually.
I like basketball. It's fun to play. We're on a commercial break right now, but we've done 3 picks here at the expansion draft for Seattle. Boston went first, and then Buffalo and Detroit. They picked a couple guys from each one. Should be writing this down, but I'm not. Rob's the guy that does that. So why he's bringing that up. 2 guys. They weren't too big of names, nothing too crazy. Will Borgen.
Cholowski.
Was on. Cholowski from nothing crazy. We haven't gotten into any big names that are actually available. But it's on back on ESPN2, Sportsnet if you're in Canada.
Florida's up now. Alphabetical order by division. Okay. So whoever created this, actually that was the NHL. Chris Dreger, excuse me. Goalie. Huh.
What's that?
They took Chris Dreger. He's a goalie from Florida Panthers.
Panthers, yeah. Is he there? He's there.
I mean, from one edge of the state, South Florida, all the way up to Northwest Seattle. Kraken. Winnipeg, he's closer to home. I don't know much about that, Tandy, Pat, do you?
What's that?
I don't know much about Dreger.
Nah.
I mean, Bobrovsky is the goalie in Florida, so he's the only one.
Some interesting picks for sure so far.
Yeah.
Montreal, here's what everyone's been anticipating. Fleury. Good guy. Good player.
It's Hayden Fleury of Charlotte, or now Carolina.
Dave, yeah. Oh, that's a nice sick goal there. Nice hands. 22.
I'd love to hear what Ron was thinking about when he, to have that task of putting the first year together, and what's that culture he's looking for.
Oh, fuck, he hasn't slept. He hasn't slept in 4 days.
More than that. I mean, these guys are going to be playing, Pat, in 2 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, he's not going to be sleeping for another year either.
That's what the arena is supposed to look like in the inside.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks intimate, like you're on top of the arena, on top of the rink.
Senators are up now. Ottawa.
Macklemore to deliver it. Joe Decor. So they got 2 tendies right there. Joe Decor. Arizona State guy. That's a what's the coach that we just talked to? Former goalie.
What's that?
The goalie, the former goalie from Sweden. Eddie.
What's that? Eddie Lack, yeah.
He's coaching this kid. He was used to play at Arizona State.
Oh yeah.
Yanni Gore to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wow.
Some of these picks, I wouldn't think at all. Like, Yanni Gord, I kind of knew that he was going there.
I mean, 2 cups in a row. He's out of there. He's going to go get paid in Seattle.
That was kind of a given that they had to take him off. I mean, there's a lot of people. They had a lot of people exposed, Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They decided to go with 4 defensemen, obviously. Tampa has really, really strong defensemen, and they decided to save 4. So they had to give up a lot of forwards. Then they were $10 million over the cap anyways. They didn't have
Was it 10?
Kucherov and Stamkos didn't play all year, so their salary was kind of null. So they were able to go out and get a bunch of people and play, and then take that team. And then Stamkos and Kucherov played in the Stanley Cup Finals, so they were $10 million over because they didn't play all year, and then they played playoffs. But yeah, that was kind of Yanni Gord was an obvious pick. You been to Seattle, Rob?
From the Toronto Maple Leafs? No, I have not, but I will. Jaron McCann.
Jared McCann.
Interesting.
Is he not?
Just imagine it's got to be exciting, right? You're getting a chance to go out to Seattle in an expansion draft season to play for a brand new team with a bunch of good guys, right? I mean, this is a lucky, they're stealing players basically.
Yeah.
In the draft. So, but my point is it's got to be exciting, right? To be able to go out to, it's a whole new city. Nobody's been out there yet. Nobody's played games there yet, which is good and bad. I don't know. I'm excited to, as a fan, to spectate for sure.
Yeah, I mean, look at Vegas. Vegas 17-18. I mean, a hockey team in Las Vegas. That's awesome. But, Seattle's even better. Hopefully another team pops up in a few years, just keeps growing the sport, more revenue. I mean, these NHL players, they're making $8, $9, $10 million a year, but that is chump change to the NFL. I mean, those guys are making $70, $80, $100 million a year. Basketball players making $120 million a year for 4 years. Stupid. Who's this, Forsland?
JT Brown.
Oh, yeah, JT Brown used to play for Minnesota Wild.
Tampa.
Him and John Forsland are the analysts here out in Seattle, the play-by-play.
Yeah,
JT
that's what he
Brown.
just said. He's the new analyst out there.
And John Forsland, he was the play-by-play here in North Carolina.
Yep. Huh. Yeah, interesting. We're obviously watching the expansion draft in Seattle, and there's been 2 goaltenders and about 4 forwards so far, or 4 skaters. Mostly young players. Most that I haven't heard of. So it'll be interesting so far. The selections have been, with the exception of Yanni Gourde.
Yeah.
The selections haven't been all that exciting. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, if there could have been Vegas bets on it, I bet you people are losing because I don't think people would think that they would pick these guys, especially the goaltenders.
No, I mean, when I went through the list, Jesus would get you a hard on just looking at the guys that are available, and you're like, I get to put a team together out of these guys. I get to take one from every team.
Well, staying under the cap, 82 mil.
Yeah, while staying under the cap. I mean,
and that's figuring you got the second pick in the NHL draft, which if you bring him right in and playing this year, you got to pay him the league minimum $975,000. So that's into the equation. Hopefully, you pick someone that's gonna play. I mean, you're picking second. That guy you pick better be able to lace the skates on in your first NHL game.
Right away. Yeah, I mean, right away. I just got done saying, this is real. Like in 2 months, they're gonna already be playing their first games of of history. So they better be ready.
Yeah, all the NHL teams have already put out their preseason schedules. So, yeah, it's exciting. Got a commercial break here. We'll see what's going on. Coming up here. We actually got a little commercial here. We'll come right back. They might be coming right back. We might have missed it. No, we'll do one quick.
We're three brothers from a small town in the east coast of Canada.
Golf has been in our blood since Caddyshack was at the drive-in.
We've dedicated our lives to this game.
Ride free with them high falcons in the sun. Ride the bell on down, out of 55 in the motor song, back over at home. In the AM radar, love is coming on strong. He's getting you along. He's going in a goal. Easy, won't you take me in? Some of that old-fashioned California sin. Oh, there's the rules. I don't make them. Be the dice. Watch me shake them. If I give myself to you, well, you gotta give yourself to me. There's the rules.
Yeah, Dormery Workshop. I love that commercial, actually, for those guys. What a great product they have.
Yeah, we all got head covers for our big head covers for your golf clubs. Pretty sick, actually. Robbie's grabbing one right now, but yeah, they have cool. Like those are like the bare minimums. They have like wicked, personalized, customized golf head covers. Kerry Fraser.
You guys might have heard of a guy named Kerry Fraser. They called him Freeze and Shine. Clayton Keller, he was on our show. This is a gift for him. These will eventually make their way
So those guys.
to our guests. All right, this is Carolina getting rid of or losing
Morgan Geeky. That was a tough one. Rob and I are here in Raleigh, and we're right from the Hurricanes. We actually go to all the Hurricanes games, most of the home games. A couple of guys I know here were talking about how stupid Carolina was for not protecting this kid. So he's gone. He's got 6 goals, 13 points in 38 NHL games. That's pretty big. He's gonna Morgan Geeky.
Not
You're
a,
gonna hear
not a
about
bad
him.
start. 50%.
Yeah.
Goal every other game.
What a view! What a nice place they got here for this. Again, we're watching the expansion draft here. Seattle Kraken.
Gavin Bayreuther. I'm not sure. They got him from Columbus, but I don't recognize his name at all. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. These young kids are, they're coming from all
From
over.
St. Lawrence, Pete. He played at St. Lawrence University.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's been up and down he's an AHL player. He's only got so many games in the show. I think 28. But yeah, Gavin Breyer, wherever he say his last name, he played for St. Lawrence.
Huh. I didn't know that.
St. Lawrence University, our hometown. Yeah, they just said that. I remember his name.
I completely missed that. Nathan Bastian from the Devils. I mean, these are interesting picks. We won't know until they get on the ice. And, before we know it, guess what? Winter will be here. Christmas is coming, folks. Less than 4 months. All right, so we got Jeremy Lausen, Will Borgen, Dennis Chalowski, Chris Dreider. I didn't see the rest, Pat. Do you have them or no?
Negative. Yanni Gore, Jared McCain, Morgan Geeky, Gavin Bay from St. Lawrence. We're good at naming. We're saying their last name. Expansion draft brought to you by Upper Deck, Seattle Kraken. I got to get a shirt.
Eberle from the Islanders, gone. Heading to Seattle. Excuse
Big
me.
name.
So that's two now, Gord and Eberle, that are,
Geeky's
proven.
pretty good. Yeah, proven.
I'm saying proven NHL players.
Eberle. I like the road jerseys, man. Those are slick.
That is a nice location on the bay there.
Yeah, ESPN set it up nice there. Nice spot. The city obviously probably directed them towards that spot, but great place. Islanders are going to miss him.
Yeah. He's a good skater. I like him. All right, this pick is from the New York Rangers.
They're going to take the goalie. Georgia?
No, he's protected.
I don't think so.
Georgia? Morley. All right. What?
Got the expansion draft going here.
Which team?
Seattle expansion draft.
Rangers. Colin Blackwell. Yep.
Blackwell they saved. Blackwell. Oh, Blackwell. Okay.
Yep.
You're like 20, 40 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, roughly.
Lawrence, Mass. Sixth leading scorer on the NHL or in the New York Rangers this year.
I wonder what those metrics are that they're looking for.
Stanley Cup's up in our hometown, huh?
Yeah, how cool is that?
Pretty cool.
I'd love to
Derek
be doing
Lalone,
that
the
right
assistant
now.
coach. Derek Lalone, the assistant coach, Kisser from Brazier Falls. Zach Bogosian had the cup there last night. He won it with Tampa last year, but because of COVID, they wouldn't let you take the cup home. So he got the chance to take it home this year. So it's been in St. Lawrence County, upstate New York, where we're from. Zach had it yesterday. Derek Lalone has it tonight. Had a bunch of pictures of friends participating in the festivities there, and it looked like a good time. I wish I was back there. I definitely made my way into both Messina and Brazier last 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I was thinking about it today. St. Lawrence County, I mean, we've produced some hockey players up there. You got, Jimmy Howard's from Ogdensburg, Bogosian's from Messina. What's his name from Potsdam, played for the Flames.
Craig Conroy.
You got Jordan Greenway.
Todd Marchand played for
Todd
Edmonton.
Marchand.
Hockey career.
Got some players from St. Lawrence County, but what are the chances that two guys win the cup from the St. Lawrence County? Like, it might not happen in my lifetime ever again at the Stanley Cups. And
Where there was three, right? The Brian Putman or Putnam.
Brian Putnam, yeah, he's
from Potsdam.
He's an assistant trainer of the Tampa too. I don't know if he gets the cup. I'm sure he does, but
well, I'm just saying he's a part of it. So yeah. It's all part of it.
But yeah, that's cool. That Stanley Cup was in our hometown last night and tonight. Again, we're just watching live the Seattle Kraken tonight. Kraken. And expansion draft. That's the jersey right there. Pretty cool jersey. Away jersey, the white away is pretty sick too. So it's great for hockey. Another team, more money coming in. The bottom line, expand the fan base. Arena looks pretty cool too. That's pretty much what the arena is going to look like. I'm going to have to make my way out to Seattle for sure to check this out.
Oh, why not?
we're looking to get Derek Lalone, maybe John Cooper on the podcast here. Kind of letting the dust settle from all their parties and festivities that they've been doing the last few weeks, but kind of took most of the playoffs off, didn't we, Pete? We didn't have too many podcasts cranking out. We're going to start back this season.
Yeah, everybody's just been busy. You know, we just moved into new cities and new homes, and so it's been a tough transition for everybody. Add COVID on top, and no, we didn't get much done last year.
So yeah, we'll be cranking podcasts out again this summer. You know, our busiest season to get players obviously is the summer when they got time to jump on and talk to us a little bit. And the season is pretty tough, especially this last season. You know, playing back-to-back games, traveling so much. It was tough to get players on. We jumped on every once in a while and watched a game, a Minnesota Wild game together, and went through that. But we're hoping to come back. Not hoping. We are coming back this summer and this NHL season, and we're excited with the Seattle getting a team in, and we'll see how they fare.
Yeah, we'll see how the show morphs. We've got some different ideas that we're working with, but for me, I'm trying to get us back into the Carolina Hurricanes media. That'll be big for the show, being able to talk about those games and stuff.
Carson, Flyers just took Jaworski. Only 22 NHL games, man. They're getting these young kids, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying is they're trying to find the biggest bang for the buck, right? They want to find these young kids that have longevity. It might be somewhat of a risk, right? Because they haven't played 16, 20, 30 games yet. But at the same time, you know, the NHL has gotten so much younger that you can roll the dice on younger kids that, like you said, they're dealing with that salary cap. And, you know, that's the place, right? You got 20 guys that are all first years. Well, guess what? They're not being paid more than $900,000 a year.
Yeah.
Right, so you're gonna come well underneath the cap.
Well, there's still some big players down the road. I mean, let's face it, friggin' Ovechkin's available. Some big names available. Been kind of boring so far. Yanni Gord, maybe biggest name.
For the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Seattle Kraken select Brandon Tanev. Brandon is here with us today. Brandon?
Pittsburgh Penguins pick. Brandon Tanev is a big player, veteran.
Tanev is a big player, yeah.
He's there tonight. It's a big name. Good pickup. Hits everything that moves, they said. That was a big pickup. I like that. He's the kind of player that gives his body up for sure without even thinking. Six seasons. He won the national championship with Providence in 2015. Providence, the Friars. Ovechkin. Here we go. Capitals are up.
You think so?
I don't know. Another goaltender. Vanacek. They got some young goaltenders out there. They're hoping the flowers blossom out there and they turn into some stud. They still got another room, right? I think they can take another goaltender to have 4.
They have 2 goaltenders. They took a third. Did I miss a third goaltender?
Yeah, with Pittsburgh. They just took a goalie from Pittsburgh. Just a commercial break here, watching the expansion draft of Seattle Kraken here. I like to call them the Kraken, not the Kraken. Crank one. But I got to go crank one myself. So here's a little commercial that we have for Dormy Workshop. Big sponsor of the Blue Line Hockey Club. Head covers for your golf clubs. Great company. I don't advise any other head cover than Dormy. 100% leather. You got to go to their website, check them out. They're all different kinds. They're pretty sick.
We're 3 brothers from a small town in the east coast of Canada.
Golf has been in our blood since Caddyshack was at the drive-in.
We've dedicated our lives to this game.
Ride free with them high falcons in the sun. Ride the bell on down, not over 55 in the motor song back over at home. In the AM radar, love is coming on strong. It's getting you along. It's going in and gone. Easy, oh, won't you take me in? Some of that old-fashioned California sin. Whoa, there's the rules. I don't make them. Give me the dice. Watch me shake them. If I give myself to you, well, you gotta give yourself to me. There's the rules.
Hello.
We're back.
What's going on? Hee-hee.
Oh, my head is spinning right now on business.
With what?
Work stuff.
Busy ass. How was the bowling last night? You did some bowling? Well,
It was fun. It was fun. They have the bumper bowling for kids and all the neon lights and the disco balls, and it took me back to the college days and stuff for drinking beers and eating food.
Did you eat any acid before you went or no?
No, it was nothing like that.
Just
I always have my pen, but no, it was good. Good time. Good for the kids. Good for us to get out and just go downtown and feel like adults again.
October 23rd is the day that we're going to
Hi, Jody. Welcome. Capo safe, Susie says.
Be huge at Capo say. Sounds like he is.
I'm surprised though. It's a pretty big name goaltender out there. Left to get picked up.
Just talking about how close they are to Vancouver, and they're going to be rivalries. Just showing the rink a little bit. Yeah. They just got the construction of the rink going on right now on TV, ESPN2 here. Climate Pledge Arena, it's called. Look at that robotic concrete. Look at that stuff. Shit, back when we were young, we used wheelbarrows. Friggin' pussies.
And shovels and a hose.
Buckets.
Tyler Pitlick. Arizona Coyotes.
Pitlick's old man played in the NHL. His brother, Rem Pitlick, played in Minnesota. I believe they're Minnesota boys.
Oh, yeah?
Played at Shattuck St. Mary's.
Yeah, Minnesota. Minneapolis.
Good young player. Yeah, Uncle Lance and cousin Rem, also NHLers. Rem Pitlick. Big hockey family. If you're from Minnesota, usually you play hockey. 10,000 Lakes, home of the 10,000 Lakes. Whoa.
Boy, Sean Kemp has put some weight on.
He was the slam dunk champ. What did Kemp do? Did he put his elbow over his eyes and dunk the ball? I think so. I like the fights. Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. Back to the old basketball. Seattle Supersonics. Yeah.
John Quenville. Out of Alberta. John Quenville from the Chicago Blackhawks.
Second cousin of head coach Joel. John Quenville. Edmonton, Alberta. Another young guy. 7 points in 42 career NHL games, so still a young Bucks.
Donskoy. They took Jonas Donskoy from Colorado. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they pick up Donskoy, they pick up Yanni Gord, they pick up Tanev. Who else? Those are all the names that I know.
Donskoy, really?
To be honest.
Landeskog's available? Okay. I don't know,
They took
man.
Donskoy over Landeskog, yeah. I'm a little surprised there for sure.
I would have bet the farm on that one, that they were going to take Landeskog.
Landeskog, yeah.
Very odd to me. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't know what to expect. Corey Boyer in the house. Oberg. Hell's Bells. Hell's Bells.
Mr. Boyer, how are you, sir? The Dallas Stars picked who? Jamie Olesiak. Nice. He didn't even put his front tooth in.
Yeah. Should have taken me, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Boyer? They don't
He's on
know.
the IR right now.
1-2 championship with Sergi's. NHL. Boyer watching this? Kept his tooth right out, Pete, eh?
Yeah, leave it right at home. Let them know the hockey players are in the house. The guy shows up to the bar or restaurant without his tooth in. You must be for the Kraken.
Yeah, Boyer knows MVP. I was soon he can. National champ, 99, the year before I mentored Boyer into the
North Stars program.
team. Yeah. The one thing he wanted was to play Hell's Bells before we went on the ice. You remember in Ogdensburg where they're like, boing. Boyer, you remember that, huh?
We knew we were getting into one when we could hear Hell's Bells.
When we walked into Ogdensburg to play those guys, we knew we were in for a battle there. Grab Boyer right by his helmet, kick his ass.
Minnesota Wild got rid of Soucy.
Carson Soucy's gone from Minnesota Wild.
Carson Soucy is gone. Morley loves him too.
He's a good pickup for the Kraken.
Well, I'm thinking of Broden, but he's a
Soucy's
big
good.
Soucy fan too.
He's got good hands. So far, he's the top defenseman and out in the Kraken for sure. From Viking, Alberta. Sushi's packing his bag. Boyer says, yeah, hell's bells, boys. You know you're going to get it.
I'm confused. Who got it, though?
They got more penalties than us, but we
They
won.
did get more penalties.
Dave Haxtell.
Dave Axel, the old cock.
He was the head coach of the Fighting Sioux up in North Dakota. He left North Dakota and went to Philadelphia for a little while, got fired there, and just got picked up head coach here in Seattle. So he's getting a second shot at it. Again, you know, a lot of coaches have that easy job. You got a couple of coaches that left there. Cushy job, I should say, in big market college teams.
Division One NCAA teams. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got Greg Carvel just won in UMass. What he's done for that program. These guys leave and go to the NHL. If they don't produce, you're
It's a different ball game for them, right? It's you know, you got to put the numbers up quickly.
Yeah. Route 68 rivalry. We used to pack that old dome, didn't we, or the Pav? The Berg was in Canton that you couldn't find a standing spot, or vice versa.
Those games were usually full.
Not anymore, though. I mean, it used to be really packed when we were kids. Like that friggin' place was packed, both arenas. Nowadays,
I mean, in those times, Pat, you know, the thing to do when we had games was to actually, you know, come out of your house and go into the barn and watch a hockey game. Whether it was high school, college, had 4 different colleges in town, or getting across the street or across the St. Lawrence River to a professional game. We're blessed up there.
back when the old rough and tough hockey. Got Mike McCarthy running out there, old crazy legs. Just head hunting. Wonder if he knew there was a puck out there. Boyer, did McCarthy know there was a puck out there? Or was he just friggin' looking to kill someone? Yeah, the police were always there for sure. Police, rescue squad, fire department, you name it.
Captain Mike.
Captain Mike. Captain Mike McCarthy. Old crazy legs. He took out a lot of goalies. I believe it.
Stop.
I believe it. Because he could stop, or he was just crazy enough to do it. Wonder how the Cup's doing over there. The Cup's in Brazier tonight at the old, I don't know, on the river or some shit like that. It's called the restaurant in Brazier. They had the Cup at the Derek Alone's house, and then he took it to the Tri-Town Arena, and now it's at something on the river. I don't know. But, yeah, Cup's in our hometown, Brazier. Surprised you're not there, Boyer. McCarthy has his own fishing charter now up in Oberg, the Irish Rover.
Shout out to the Irish Rover. Yes, sir. That's
I got
actually a great idea because the St. Lawrence River is a hidden gem. And if he could figure out a way to funnel, customers in to fish on that, he'd probably pull serious coin.
the old Riverside restaurant. Boyer said that's where the Stanley Cup is tonight. Riverside
Restaurant. Gotcha.
fireworks there tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
They'd have to come out of retirement and drink a 12-pack of beer out of that thing. Henderson Harbor. Using in.
Crazy Legs is.
Oh, Lake Ontario. Gotcha. But even so, the charter fishing up there would be huge too.
Lake Ontario.
Oh. Marshawn Lynch is the man.
Skittles, Beast Mode.
If you want to go pro like Marshawn, you got to eat
Skittles.
Marshawn. Did you see the commercial where Marshawn wore skates and got on the ice?
No.
Played a little hockey?
Did he skate?
Yeah. Callie Jarnrock. Yarncroat. That's what he said.
Callie Yarnco. Don't know. Let's see him.
Gavle, Sweden. All right. How many do we got left here?
It's almost like, they're going so young, right? So they don't have an established team where established teams have that player like Ovechkin or that, the goal scorers Taylor Hall or Connor McDavid or the
team MVP.
Yeah, just the big money making names. I mean, this expansion drafts, they can get a bunch of young players and grow, you know what I mean? And they can even trade. But to me it's not not what I expected, I guess.
The St. Louis Blues, they just took Vince Dunn from the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, no, I mean it's
Bobby Wagner. Vince Dunn. Got pretty good highlights there, Vincent Dunn from St. Louis.
Yeah.
From Mississauga. Won the Stanley Cup in 2019. 20-plus points in each of his first 4 seasons.
With Tampa? He won with Tampa?
Mason Appleton.
No, Appleton's out of Winnipeg.
Good pick right there, Mason Appleton. Carson Soucy's gone from Minnesota. I don't know what pick Minnesota has this in the draft here in a few days, but I'm sure they'll be picking a defenseman. 4 29-year-olds, and then the rest are younger.
Interesting. Yeah, they went real young. I'm not sure if I had gone through that I'd have picked the same list.
They're going to take Troy Terry from Anaheim.
Hayden Fleury. Oh. Fleury's out of Charlotte and Carolina, right?
Checkers. I believe he played for the there's a Fleury that played for the Charlotte Checkers.
Hayden Fleury. It's him.
Yeah, everyone thought they were related to Theo, and they're not related to Theo.
Oh, this Fleury is out of Anaheim. You're right. There's another one. Let me find out what the name of the Fleury. I thought it was Hayden.
He's got his brother plays in.
Here in Carolina.
Yeah, no, he won the AHL Calder Cup in 2019. That was Charlotte, right? Charlotte Checkers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both the Fleury brothers?
How many we got left here? We got Calgary coming up next. Much more ahead from Seattle coming up there, ladies and gentlemen.
We get the question a lot of what surface can I use the hockey wraparound on? You can use it on any surface from smooth concrete to the roughest asphalt. Today, we'll be shooting on asphalt in my driveway. right, a few common questions we get asked about wraparound while Casey's shooting. Number 1, wraparounds work on both left and right-handed stick. It's 1 unit for each. 2, the size of your stick. Whether you're youth, intermediate, or senior, the wraparound will cut down to the length of your stick so that you can use it no matter what. Another thing about the wraparound is we've completely covered the toe of the stick so that you can practice your toe drags and other things while you're outside. One of the best features about the wraparound is that it eliminates the small spaces that you may have with a shooting board or other training tools. Literally, the entire earth is your surface to play on. Go.
Hey-o! Welcome back.
Hockey wraparound sticks right there, folks. What kind of pizza you got, Piglet?
Marco's.
Marcos?
Sponsored by Marco's Pizza.
How many picks is that?
I think they only got a few left. 5, 6. It's getting past your bedtime, Pete.
Pretty close.
Boyer should be sleeping. He's probably eating pizza like me. Not as much hype on this, Pete. Were you a little more excited today?
What's that? Well, it's just, again, I would have, when I went through the list, there were some interesting names on here that haven't really been touched, right? Or talked about. Giordano.
You think Calgary's they're gonna take Giordano?
Wouldn't you? Landeskog. Wouldn't you have? Like, when I went down the list, I'm thinking, there's a lot of names here that I could pull a team together from, or at least I would like to think that I would be able to pull a team together from.
Here we go.
I don't know most of these kids at all. I mean, these are young names.
Lozon from Boston. Will Borgen. Nothing too big.
Mark Giordano. They did take him.
Which is Cap.
Calgary. Okay. So just a quick head count. That's Giordano, Tanev,
You're way ahead of me. Yanni Gord.
Yanni Gord, thank you.
Carson Soucy.
Carson Soucy. Yeah, the names are starting to pick up a little bit.
Giordano. Biggest name so far.
The captain hasn't been named yet.
Norris Trophy winner. Yanni Gord. Oh, he's there. Norris Trophy winner, 18-19. Well, that was the one I figured they would pick. I thought Landeskog would definitely get picked out of Colorado.
That seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah. Boyer's hitting the sack.
All right, Corey. Take care, man.
Keep it between the white lines. Mark Giordano wearing the old Seattle Kraken jersey. Captain of the Calgary Flames, Norris Trophy winner. Big pickup back there with Carson Soucy. Very young.
Ooh, the Oilers contribution. What do we got here?
Mark Giordano. Welcome to Seattle.
That's a good pick right there. Adam Larson. Interesting.
Larson. It's a good pick. You're going defense heavy. Picking a lot of good defensemen. He played with Darnell Nurse in Edmonton. D partners. Adam Larson. 4th overall pick.
Yeah, he's a good player. From what I'm recalling, solid defenseman. Got some hands.
Sweet.
Within time and space. From the LA Kings, Curtis McDermott.
McDermott. 2 picks left.
Dude, 6'5". That's a good pick.
Yeah. With San Jose and Vancouver next. McDermott. Another defenseman. They must be looking to trade defensemen. There might be a lot of people in the market for defensemen.
2 more picks. Well, I mean, listen, the way defensemen are practically 4th and 5th forwards now.
Yeah. It's true.
And with that, the Seattle Kraken select from the San Jose Sharks.
Alexander True from the San Jose Sharks.
Young Bucks.
Young Bucks is right.
What's their cap at right now? It's got to be so low. It's unbelievable.
Only 19 NHL games. That's that's like, I don't know, several of the picks have had like 14, 15.
Yeah.
Let's say less than 30.
20 max.
20 max, right? That's not even a rookie season.
That's crazy. Alexander True. Nikolai Eller's relative.
Hellers and True.
Final pick. Ownership group.
Last one's from Vancouver.
Vancouver Canucks. Jerry Buckheimer, majority owner.
Cole Lind from Vancouver. Interesting picks. I mean, I don't think. Look, Ron Francis knows his stuff, right? You got to trust.
Hopefully,
that Ron can see the future with 100% it's not going to happen, right? So let's say, I don't know, 60 to 80%, right, should be acceptable, right? If 80% of these guys can turn out all right, we're doing fine. That's 30. That's a 30-man roster right there with 4 goalies and 28 skaters. You can only take 20 with you? 25?
Into playoffs? What's your question?
Well, I mean, regular season or playoffs, right? You can only have 20 guys on the bench, right?
Yeah.
So there's 30 guys there.
22,
Out
I
of
think.
the 30, there's 4 goalies, so that's 26 skaters, and you can only take 20, with you to a game.
Yeah, it was nothing spectacular. I thought maybe a couple bigger names, but we'll see how they fare. Better do something, or Ron Francis will be out.
I mean, does the Landeskog have anything to say in that?
No. Probably said he was willing to go there, but took a lot of people, a lot of young guys. So we'll see what happens. See what happens in the draft. We'll see if they trade up any players or anything. But
yeah, it won't be long, and they'll be on the ice, and we'll get a chance to watch and see how it turned out. And we'll be talking about this in past tense from that time. Remember back at the expansion draft, we didn't know if they were going to take who, and didn't know if this kid was going to pan out. Night, Suey.
All right, boys. Well, thanks for joining us at the Blue Line Hockey Club to watch the expansion draft, and we'll be on to watch the NHL draft maybe. If not, we'll be on with a couple guests, podcasts over the summer, talking with the guys about the season, the upcoming season. But until then, Pete, keep your stick on the ice.
Keep your head up.
All right, boys. Well, later. See ya.